Picture this. You are standing at the edge of a frozen battlefield. The air itself is heavy with thunder. The ground is split with fire. And above it all, something massive, something ancient, something alive. A serpent so immense it wraps around the world itself. This is the end, Ragnarok. And in the heart of this storm, a father and his son stand together, ready to defy the prophecy itself. Yeah, not your typical family vacation. Today, we are solving one of the biggest mysteries in God of War Ragnarok, the secret of the World Serpent's time loop. So, grab your Leviathan axe, maybe a drink, and get ready, because this theory will change how you see Atreus forever. Welcome back to the channel, where we don't just play games, we uncover their deepest secrets. If you played Ragnarok, you know the World Serpent, Jörmungandr, is a big deal. He is the ocean, the horizon, the weather. He is a global event with scales. He also speaks in rumbles and hisses that could probably break your speakers. But there is one line, one single line, that changes everything. Early in the game, Mimir, the smartest head in the room, says something strange. The serpent appeared one day, out of nowhere, from a time long before ours. Wait, what? Did he just casually confirm time travel? And that is where it all unravels. If Jormungandr is from another time, when did he come from? How? And why does he already know Atreus? When they first meet, the serpent looks at the boy, not with anger, but with familiarity, like he recognizes him. Most players ignored this, a cute detail, right? But then the final battle happens. Thor swings his hammer, the sky cracks, and the serpent vanishes in a flash of lightning. And that is the moment it all clicks. That hit was not a knockout, it was a reset button. The impact that sends Jormungandr flying back through time, back to the very beginning. That's right, the serpent you meet at the start of the game, that is not the original. It's the future one, the one who was just at Ragnarok. Which means, technically, when you first see him, you are meeting the last version of him. A perfect time loop. But before we get lost in time, we need to look at the source, the original mythology. In the Norse myths, Loki is the father of 3 children: Hel, the ruler of the dead, Fenrir, the wolf who eats the sun, and Jörmungandr, the World Serpent. Family reunions must have been interesting. Odin, not exactly a fan of chaotic children, throws Jörmungandr into the ocean. There, he grows so big he bites his own tail, encircling the world. Then, at Ragnarok, Thor fights him. They are destined to kill each other, but the game asks a brilliant question. What if they don't? What if the hammer doesn't kill the snake, but sends it back? Mimir confirms it later. He says, quote, "He was knocked back to the beginning of everything." Boom! The myth in motion. The serpent did not die. He got a new game plus, sent back in time to start his story all over again. So the Jörmungandr in the first God of War, already in the lake, is the same one from the future. His past and future exist at the same time. And caught in that loop is Atreus. Because if the serpent already knows Atreus, then maybe, just maybe, Atreus did more than just meet him. Maybe he created him. So the serpent is in a time loop. Cool. But that leads to a terrifying question. How does he know Atreus? The answer is in the myths. Loki is not just the serpent's friend, he is his father. Yes, the boy you guided, the son who mourned his mother, is destined to be the father of the creature that ends the world. And the game screams this at us. Let's go back. In the first game, when they first meet, the serpent looks at Atreus and speaks. Mimir translates. He says he recognizes the boy. Recognizes him. That is not a throwaway line. That is a clue. The serpent knows Atreus because in another timeline, Atreus is Loki, the one who brings him into existence. We don't see Atreus make a snake, right? No magic rituals, no baby serpents, but we're in the middle of the loop. The part where Loki creates Jörmungandr hasn't happened for us yet, but for the serpent, it's a memory. So when Atreus leaves at the end to find the giants, that's the start of the myth. Somewhere out there, he becomes Loki, and he fathers the World Serpent. Which means, when Atreus first meets him as a boy, he's looking at his own son. Talk about complicated family trees. Don't worry, this is not just a fun idea. The developers left proof everywhere. 1. The serpent speaks the language of the giants, which Atreus understands. 2. The murals in Jotunheim show the serpent connected to Loki. 3. Angrboda tells Atreus, "You still have much to do, Loki." What if this is what she meant, that his true destiny is to create the being that resets the world? The serpent is not a monster. He is balance. He is time itself, given form. A creature born of chaos to ensure the story never truly ends. And if that is true, then Atreus is not a side character. He is the key to the entire cycle. But what about Kratos, the god who killed his own fate? Remember, he spent this saga running from his past, but destiny runs faster. The Norns told him his path was set. He would die, be forgotten, but he didn't. He broke the prophecy. He earned a new mural, not as a god of war, but as a god of hope. But here's the twist. In a cyclical world, peace is not the end. It is just the prelude to the next war. Will Atreus always be Loki? Will he always bring on the end of time? Perhaps, but each cycle holds a chance for victory, not just for war. The Norns are also trapped by the reality of the time loop they see as real. Maybe Atreus can break the serpent's time loop and set the world free. Something that we can't see must happen between the end of Ragnarok and the time Jormungandr is sent back to the past. Are you ready to watch for that moment? And that's the genius of this game. It's not a story about a time loop, it is a time loop. The Greek saga was the first cycle, Ragnarok is the second. And you, the player, are part of it. Every time you replay the game, every new game plus, you are the one restarting the myth. Your controller is the hammer that resets time. So when you see Jormungandr vanish into the storm, don't see an ending, see a beginning. The moment where stories fold back on themselves, where gods become legends, and legends become new myths. Kratos changed his fate, but he's still part of the story. And stories never end. They just wait for the next telling.